In a week marked by raw emotion, political upheaval, and international outrage, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has made a direct appeal to the International Red Cross for food and medical aid to reach Israeli hostages held by Hamas in Gaza. The move comes after the release of harrowing videos showing two Israeli captives, Eviatar David and Rombraslavsky, visibly emaciated, setting off a firestorm both in Israel and abroad. These hostage videos, circulated by Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad, showed the captives in a severely weakened state. A new video of Israeli hostage Eviatar David, released by the Palestinian militant group Hamas on Saturday, August 2nd, showed him in a Gaza tunnel, saying he was not eating for days and is digging his own grave. David's family allowed the publication of the video, identifying their son, who was kidnapped by Palestinian militants from a music festival during a Hamas-led attack on Israeli border communities on October 7, 2023. The footage provoked condemnation from world leaders. French President Emmanuel Macron called the videos unbearable, while Germany's Chancellor Friedrich Merz declared they prove Hamas should have no place in Gaza's future. On Sunday, Netanyahu personally reached out to Julian Larisson, head of the Red Cross delegation in the region, asking for their involvement in the immediate delivery of food and medical aid to the hostages. His office maintained that Hamas, not Israel, is responsible for obstructing a ceasefire deal.
Dear citizens of Israel, like you, I was deeply shocked yesterday. I saw the horrifying videos of our dear sons, Ram and Eviatar. I called the families, embraced them on behalf of myself and my wife, and on your behalf too. You see them wasting away in a dungeon, but the Hamas monsters surrounding them have thick, fleshy arms. They have everything they need to eat. They are starving them the way the Nazis starved the Jews. And when I see this, I understand exactly what Hamas wants. It doesn't want a deal. It wants to break us through these horrifying videos, through the false propaganda it spreads around the world. But we will not break. I am filled with even stronger determination to free our kidnapped sons, to eliminate Hamas, and to ensure that Gaza will no longer pose a threat to the state of Israel.
Yet, despite Netanyahu's denial of starvation in Gaza, a UN-backed food security agency has warned that famine conditions are unfolding. The World Health Organization reported over 5,000 children under 5 were treated for malnutrition in just the first 2 weeks of July. Hamas, for its part, claimed that the hostages' frail condition reflects the worsening humanitarian crisis under siege. Abu Obaida, a spokesman for Hamas military wing, said that captives eat the same food as fighters and civilians. They will not receive any special privileges, he said, amid what he called the crime of starvation and siege. The International Red Cross said it was appalled by the videos and reiterated its long-standing frustration over lack of access. Hamas has until now refused to allow the Red Cross to visit any hostages, a fact the ICRC described in March as hugely disappointing. Meanwhile, Gazans are dying just trying to collect aid. On Sunday, at least 13 people were killed and dozens injured in a shooting incident near an aid distribution site in northern Gaza, according to emergency services. Ceasefire talks remain deadlocked. Last month, Israeli and American negotiators were pulled out of negotiations. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff blamed Hamas for a lack of desire to reach a ceasefire. Netanyahu now claims Hamas is using false horror propaganda to break Israeli resolve. Families of the hostages say Netanyahu's current strategy is failing. The Hostages and Missing Families Forum called the idea of freeing captives through military action a lie and a public fraud. They also condemned Hamas for inhuman conditions inflicted on the captives for over 660 days. Hamas insists it is still open to negotiations, but only if humanitarian conditions improve. It is essential to improve the catastrophic humanitarian situation significantly, Hamas political official Bassem Naim told CNN. Without that, he said, talks will not resume. As international pressure mounts and families grow increasingly desperate, the humanitarian crisis in Gaza and the fate of the hostages remain deeply entangled. With little movement on ceasefire negotiations, the road ahead appears as fragile as ever. Stay with us for the latest developments from Gaza, Israel, and around the world. And don't forget to subscribe to the Indian Express on YouTube for more in-depth news and analysis.